Good morning. We are all set. We're getting these alerts off. Bingo, bingo, bingo. I say that every morning. But what you guys cannot see is when we're about to go on and we realize that you can see us from the video perspective, we got to make sure everything's up and running. And then what frequently happens is all of a sudden these big alerts come, they block our faces. So we're kind of like, can I get them off so we can see? I don't know, just one of those things. But anyways, good morning, everyone. It's Thursday. You know what that means with Two Sisters. What's trending? Trending Thursday. We're going to chat about that. But good morning. This is Carol, so AKA Live with Two
Sisters. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Janice, excuse me, AKA Wellness Diva 5.0. Trending Thursday. And we keep on meaning to bring this up, but we get a little derailed a little bit. February is American Heart Month. So if you've wondered why, for instance, newscasters or journalists are wearing red, there's, obviously the correlation with that with American Heart Month. So check your heart out. And speaking of gadgets, as I always love looking at the pictures in back of me. Our dad loved gadgets. And he wanted at one point, I would probably say about 3 or 4 months before he passed away, he saw, he loves to watch TV, and he saw on Amazon that they were advertising the Cardia, EKG thing where you could take your own EKG and set it up through your smartphone device. And he was like, oh, I should get that. He was so famous for writing down 1-800 numbers, and somewhere over there, over on the other side of the house where he lived, I have the notebook, and, he would write his little 1-800 numbers of the different things that he liked. He just had to have that gadget. So in theme with gadgets, what are trending gadgets, or what are different trending fitness things going on in the world today? I happen to see a lot of jump roping seem like out of the blue. I want to say within the last week, every social media platform I've been on, whether it's been, listening to another podcast or within my kickboxing group, which they're doing along with going to class and whatnot, or doing the virtual class at home, they're doing a jump roping challenge. So who would have thought, a jump rope? So, of course, I'm always intrigued when I hear something that is very interesting, and I've got to dive into it. So for me, gadget wise, it's sparking that interest when I hear that. And okay, well, what is out there? Of course, Amazon, I think, is like the greatest place to, look for stuff like that. And of course, they have weighted jump ropes, and I've often chatted about the hula hoop, excuse me, which, they have weighted ones as well. But, the last week or so, it's all about jump ropes. And I find that very interesting. So you have men of all ages jump roping. So I think that's kind of cool. What's trending for you?
Well, as I talked about the other day, I wanted to show these new ankle weights. And so for those of our viewers or listeners, actually our listeners that can't see what I'm doing, I'm actually going to hold it up and I'll do my best to describe it. So it's actually a very wide ankle weight that goes around your ankle. Obviously, there's a Velcro strap that you wind around. But what is interesting about it is you're going to see for the viewers that can see, and I'll describe it for those that cannot see, there's little pockets here. And within these little pockets, I'm going to pull one out, are almost like, I kind of equate them to almost a, it's weighted with sand, kind of like a bean bag. But as you can see, the shape is more oblong and narrow than, say, a wide square bean bag. So it's not beans that are in here. I'm imagining it's some sort of like sand or whatever because it feels that, but it's in a heavy duty plastic. And the cool piece about it is there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots, and each weigh 2 pounds. So you have the ability, especially if you're new. And what I like about this is it's kind of one-stop basically shopping for your ankle weights. Because a lot of times, like I said, I've got some that are 2 pounds, some that are 3 pounds, but this is interchangeable. So you can start off lighter. So you just remove them. And obviously then it makes the whole piece lighter, and it wraps around your ankle, Velcro, so it easily adjusts to any size ankle because everyone's ankles are different, right? But what I like about it is you can adjust it for whatever activity that you're doing. So if you want to go out for a power walk, you want to add some weight to it to get a better workout, but you might not want to add a full 10 pounds to 1 foot. That's a lot, right? So that would be an extra 20 pounds. And for those that are on a transformation journey, the cool thing about it is I try to imagine the different weights that I've lost over since September, which is approaching almost, I think it's 28 pounds, believe it or not.
That's awesome.
And it's kind of a 6-month journey. And a lot of that was a lot of bloating. So it's not a matter of that I went from, say, a size, 9 to a size 0 kind of a thing. It's more about getting a lot of that water weight off in the beginning because I'm not bloated like I used to be because of the lifestyle I'm choosing. But what I like about it is it reminds me of even just the 5 pounds, even adding 5 pounds to each ankle. And the way that you walk, it gives you a clear indication of, wow, another 5 pounds. And that, for me, is so impressionable because you don't think of 5 pounds as weighing that much. But when it's around your ankles, so that would be 2.5 pounds on either leg. So while you're going out to do a power walk, it's a great way to add a little extra weight to get a little bit more oomph out of your walk. But then if you want to go back and you want to do squats, you want to do leg lifts, you want to do back leg lifts, you want to do side lifts with your legs, glutes, whatever it may be, you have the ability with this type of ankle weight to adjust the weight. So sometimes, if I'm walking around, I might want to make sure I cannot really walk with an extra 20 pounds. That's a lot to walk around with. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're actually walking, as I said, I felt like that character in that movie with these metal boots on and this metal machinery on me. So I adjust it. So now I have the ability, so I don't have to keep switching the different weights. As I can use this, I could travel with it. I could take the weights off as I need to or add as I need to. So it's kind of one-stop shopping because right now, literally, I have probably 3 or 4 pairs of ankle weights. And it's a pain in the butt. So like, okay, I got to go find that one. How many times do you go in your exercise bin and you find one of something? What did I do with that other one? So this is what I like about this is it really is versatile. And again, this is it's a heavy duty plastic, looks like an oblong bean bag. You just insert it in or insert them out. You can also, with the directions, take, because people do sweat with their equipment, right? So you can take all the bean bags out, swish it in some soapy water, dry it off, and you can do the same with the weights. You just swish them up with some soapy hot water, let them dry, so they dry out. So you can always make sure that is one of my pet peeves about going to the gym is the odor, the smell. That drives me kooky. It smells like a gym. That odor to me is not a scent, it's an odor. And then for me, there's a difference, and I'm sensitive to that kind of stuff. So this way, because you do want to get a good sweat on, but sweat smells. I mean, that's the reality of it. So this way you can kind of keep your exercise equipment clean, versatile, and easy to travel with. Although obviously you're going to have to adjust whether you're going to take this on your carry-on or your luggage because it's going to add 20 pounds because we know that airlines today weight your bag. So you got to also keep that in mind as well. So even if you say, okay, I don't want to travel with the full bag, take a couple weights out So I do love it. It's versatile, and a lot of people are talking about it because of the versatility of it, that you can get a good workout in, you can change it really quick. You're not going through this whole major change, just insert whatever. So it does make it much easier. And another gadget I saw, which I thought was pretty cool, that has to do with cooking, is this slotted spoon. And I've talked about that before, and I saw a couple of them now, and they're really starting to trend up. So it's a slotted spoon, and the way that it's shaped is you can certainly, if you're boiling eggs, to poach them or whatever, a great way to dip them out and get them out. And then it's almost like a little colander, so the water will drain out. It also has an edge to it, so you can actually smash, like if you're smashing something like a meatball, but you're pairing that hamburger or whatever, so you can do that. You can whisk it. That is another big trendsetter that I've seen going around. And I bought one, I want to say it was around Christmas time, and I didn't see a lot of jazz about it, but all of a sudden, people, I guess, are maybe in the baking mode again, with Valentine's Day coming up. Maybe they're making some cookies or, whatever it may be. So that was another big trend. What I saw was trend setting. So something to do with food, something to do with get the weight off.
That's so funny. And, it's funny that you mentioned, the stinky gym smell, because I am very sensitive to that smell as well. I'm used to it in a gym. However, every day, typically right before or right after the podcast, I do a small load of laundry, because once my dirty gym clothes go in the laundry, I can smell it. Like, I just smell it throughout the whole place, and absolutely hate that. So I really good every day, get that wash going, hang them up, and it works out so much better for me. Now, I have to say that when I go to the kickboxing studio, I know it's not that kind of a situation, but obviously if you go to a Planet Fitness or any other type of gym scenario, I definitely noticed that when I first started going to the gym, and that was hard to work through. I'm obviously used to it by now, but I certainly, certainly understand that. What else is trending? Well, I've been learning, I've been in a lot of training classes this week, so that's kind of exciting. And, learning different things. And I was in a workshop last night, and, I love Canva. I use Canva in my both businesses. And it was just something as simple as doing a slide, but recording it actually like a quick video within Canva to put with the slide. I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. So that's what's trending for me. Just those little techie kind of things that you learn along the way. So always grateful, always interested to learn more. That is what's trending.
Yeah, that is so cool. And you just think of different things of your life, of things that are trending that just really kind of impact your life. You say, oh, I want to try that. It feels so good to get that, I want to jump on board. I want to do something different. I want to try something new. And a lot of times we get kind of rusty with whatever routine that we're doing, or using the same equipment, or using the same recipe, the same tool to make that recipe. So it is kind of nice to see something that may be your favorite, but now it's got a twist to it. I love that.
Yeah, exactly. And, cooking, is definitely not my forte. I'm actually a much better baker. I enjoy baking. I love baking. To me, it's a science, and I'm kind of nerdy when it comes to the science and history, those type of things. Cooking is more of, like, for instance, Sandy can look in a refrigerator and has this ingredient, that ingredient. Oh, I'll make whatever it is. Like, I just look at it and go, and then close the door. Like, I don't have that knack. Oh, and by the way, she's, for those of you in Philly, her she was on this CBS affiliate.
Yes, I saw that. Yes, she was.
Airing this morning, so I'm waiting for her to post that video, so that'll be kind of neat. I can't wait to see that. So that's
yeah, it's a great cookbook, and if you desire to be well, if you have not received it yet, telling you, I love the recipes. Actually, this weekend I'm going to try a couple new ones out of the book, and I'm looking for, she's already working on her next cookbook, and she's giving me a couple sneak peeks as to what that's going to be. And I just love a good cookbook. Yeah, you can look up recipes online, but there's something about a cookbook going back and forth. It's kind of just this natural thing. I'm like, where am I? What recipe? How much was I supposed to do that? But hers is designed so well that it is very user friendly. So I absolutely love it. So kudos to Sandy. Congratulations on this particular show that she is on. I'm sure she's going to do great. She's very charismatic, very personable, and we wish her continued success.
Absolutely. And what is happening as far as I feel that I need to mention this because it is kind of trending. The news. Just the last couple of days, I just got to turn it off. Like, a lot going on. The late and obviously we know the Olympics are going on, and we wish Team USA the absolute best with all that. But what I noticed, excuse me, or what I caught on YouTube, because I like watching the skating videos on YouTube, was that the medal ceremony was delayed. And nobody, from what I've seen, I don't know if you've heard this or if our viewers and listeners have heard this, but if you had, I would like to learn more about it. They just said that they were delayed. There was some kind of legal matter. Okay, what kind of legal matter?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not watching the Olympics.
I'm not watching.
I don't support what's going on over there, and I certainly don't support the Chinese American. I believe she's a skier who is now getting endorsements from China, so she's representing China, although she's American. I'm not a big fan of that. You're representing a communist country, like it or not. China is communist. Mm-hmm. It's a fact. It's not a taboo. It's not a subject that can be debated. So you go from a country of freedom where you received your education, and certainly it is your choice. Well, then go be a citizen full time there. Denounce your citizenship to the United States. And to me, it's treasonous. That's my opinion. That you live in this country. I believe one of her parents is Chinese and the other is American. Born and raised in America, born and raised in California, trained, schooling, and yet now she represents a communist country. And the big thing too is, supposedly she's getting quite a few endorsements there. Well, she's also endorsed by Victoria's Secret. She's a model. I will never buy any of their clothing, pajamas, undies, bras ever again for that. I don't agree with American companies supporting communist countries, especially a communist country that keeps going after the United States. To me, that's just a little taboo, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. But, obviously, I catch a little bit of this and that, the different skating videos. I think it was Nathan Chen from the USA that did very well. I'm not sure if he won a medal, but, so that's kind of what's trending for me. I turn the news off. I catch a little bit on YouTube. Also we're watching for probably a big storm for the Northeast from Sunday into Monday.
That's good because I'm flying next week, so I'm getting it over with.
I'm hoping that is not the case, but if it is, I mean, really, what are you going to do?
If we're delayed, we're delayed. I'm sure it just is what it is. You kind of got to go with the punches. As long as it hits then, where my 2 spots coming in and coming out. I want travel-free stress, if at all possible. But obviously, we can't guarantee that. So you go with the flow, not a big deal. What's the worst that's going to happen? I stay in Florida a few days longer.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining.
right, exactly. So anyways, on that, excuse me, on that note, trending
Oh,
Thursday.
Sunday. Wait a minute. Hold on. So you said Sunday, like Sunday night?
They're saying Sunday night into Monday.
Okay. Someone I know is flying from Florida back to Mass on Sunday. So that'll be interesting.
That's what I was, when you signed on, that's what I was listening to, the updated report from Mitch on YouTube.
Oh,
I watched
well, you
it.
have to keep me informed.
I certainly will. Hey, if you want to weather update, send me a message through our website and I'll fill you in on your area.
There you go.
Weather reporting with TwoSistas, reporting on trending topics and things you may have not known about, something about something, nothing about nothing. Here's something, nothing about nothing. My roll of stamps fell the other day, and it's just like, I got to get one of those little gadgets.
Oh yeah, the little gadgets. They do help. That's why I should get them that way, but I don't. I like the books because it just slides into the desk and boom, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. And on that note, what's trending for you? We want to hear from you. What is, now we all have those videos or DVDs, whether it's, fitness or whatever it is. What is trending for you in the fitness world? Like, do you have some old DVDs that you haven't even opened yet? Is there a class that you want to take? What is trending for you? We'd love to hear from you. Go to our website, www.twosistas, SISTAS.online. Leave us a voice message. Again, if you want to know the weather in your area, send me a jingle. And on that note, my name is Janice, aka Wellness Diva 5.0, and I'm with TwoSistas,
and this is Carol, so aka Naughty Boss, just going with the flow, checking out what's trending. But you know what I always say to everyone, besides checking out what's trending, because a lot of times, a lot of people go to influencers to see what's trending. Screw the influencers. That is my little tidbit today. Screw them. You be the trend center. Whether it has to do with just being patient, kindness, paying it forward, volunteering, helping those in need. That's the things that should be trend setting, because again, it impacts, it adds value, and gosh, it's just good for humanity overall. We will see you tomorrow on Fantabulous Friday, a day where we get to celebrate, pat ourselves on the back for our great job we did all week long. So with that, we hope you have a great Thursday. Go out, have a good day.
Bye, everyone.